Hello, St. Francis and John in Georgetown and Good Shepherd in Frankfurt. This week we prepare with the gospel message from Easter Sunday. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. She ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we do not know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial cloths there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloths, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed, for they did not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. Even though this reflection is for the glorious day of Easter, I am recording it leading up to Easter, in keeping with the tradition of covering up statues so that the focus is all on what's happening that week. That is why you are not seeing me and are seeing images of the Triduum in Easter. There's an old saying that the Last Supper is meaningless without the crucifixion and the resurrection. The crucifixion is meaningless without the Last Supper and resurrection, and the resurrection is meaningless without the Last Supper and crucifixion. There is so much truth in that statement. That is why they are so intertwined and are all celebrated together. At the Last Supper, Holy Thursday, God gave us several things. The humbleness to reach deep down inside of us to be a servant to wash someone's feet. The institution of the priesthood, which is what we need to offer the sacrifice at every Mass. Then there's the greatest gift of all he left us on Holy Thursday, himself in the Eucharist, so we can abide in him and him in us. Good Friday, believe it or not, has a simple explanation. The day he offered himself for the sins of the world. That brings us to today's celebration, the resurrection, the most glorious of days, the day that death was defeated. The day that the gates of heaven were open. One thing we know is Jesus had not risen from the dead and appeared to his disciples, no one would have heard of him. He would have been just like anyone else who died, but he did. He saved the world through his death and resurrection. Let us all make sure that we accept the application from what happened today. That the resurrection is applied to us by the way we live our lives through Jesus Christ. Always make choices that would be pleasing to him. Before Holy Thursday, your family should discuss what they know about Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter. What is Holy Thursday all about, and how do we celebrate Holy Thursday? What is Good Friday all about? What are our lives without Jesus? How do Holy Thursday and Good Friday impact how we live now? Participate in the Holy Triduum with the entire Catholic Church. St. Francis and John and Good Shepherd offer in-person and virtual celebrations. Make sure your family participates in the Triduum. He is risen, but do we understand what that means for each one of us? God bless.